All right. Hello and welcome to the Horror Arts. Typically, the place we discuss, we debate, we disagree on all things horror. Normally, I'd be your co-host, Yutaka, but today we've got some special guests from the council. We've got Natalia.
Hello, everybody. I've been here once before. I think it
For
was
Midnight
for
Mass.
Midnight Mass. I just rewatched that recently. Hold up, but still amazing. But
And
yes,
then
I'm back.
and Kyle.
Hello, everybody. I think I've also been here, right? What was I here
It was a
for?
really bad movie. We don't talk about that one. The one that
Okay,
put
let's
me to
not talk
sleep
about
like 3 times.
it. Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, it was not a
Um,
good movie. And we tried to be polite as could be. But anyways, that's not the point. These lucky two got to see M3GAN early, so you're gonna get a review from them.
All right.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I thought I was really pleasantly surprised by it. Expectations absolutely zero. It looked like so much fun. Mainly the only reason I was like saying yes to this was so then we could finally have the Great Council meetup of 2022.
Yes.
And
Can
so
we,
then I
is
can
it getting edited? Can we put pictures
yes,
of our
if that
Korean
is the case,
barbecue?
of our Korean barbecue and then our selfie in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But the other big reason was because I wanted to see that little android girl dance.
Yes.
And that part very fulfilled.
It did not disappoint. I think that was like what it was kind of leading up to. Because that kind of like sells you right away, whether or not you think the movie's good or bad. I think we all
She
feel the same way
dances.
about the dance scene. I think she slays. I think we can honestly all agree on that. So, um, yeah, I agree, and I think that yeah, again, so we got to meet for the first time when you came to Los Angeles, so that's why we got to go to the press screening together. So it was also fun getting to watch it like with a friend too, because there was like commentary during the movie, and yeah, I think like my favorite thing about this movie, I would say, is probably the performances, and then also the script. I thought was pretty clever. It wasn't only scary at times. It wasn't like Conjuring level scary, but it was
You're not going for that.
you're not, but it was kind of like on par with the other kind of Blumhouse productions that have been coming out, that like kind of live in this same tone that this film has. So yeah, so I would say that, and again, yeah, the script I thought was really, it was not only scary, but it was funny, I thought. And it wasn't like overtly funny where it made like the movie really cringy and cheesy. And I mean, it had those moments, but I think for the most part there was a lot of like really clever moments too. And I think a lot of the humor really paid off, which was surprising because I didn't think that this movie was going to be as funny as it was. Like you said, I also had zero expectations going into it. So yeah, I was surprised by like how good the script actually was.
Yeah, I also really liked the script. I thought that it was very well written comedically, but I really liked the writing and I really liked the cast. The main girly who is in all of the Mike Flanagan things, I enjoyed her thoroughly in this. I always do. She always does a
Are
very
we
good job.
are we talking about Violet McGraw? The
We are talking about Violet McGraw. Always sells it. I think probably one of my favorite scenes of hers was the um the business meeting one. Um
Yes.
yes, that
Oh
one.
yeah, that was
That
that was
one,
great
she
actually.
was so good in
Yeah.
that part. But yeah, I thought the acting was really strong. And I felt a little bit like the bigger theme of like dealing with grief and everything felt a little off, not off, but like it kind of waved a little bit in the middle because we were spending so much time with M3GAN and Violet McGraw.
Yeah,
Um
I felt like it didn't land all the time. Like it
yeah.
felt a little inappropriate the way some of the characters were acting. For example, like a character in this movie, her sister dies, and I felt like we didn't see any kind of
We saw
like
no grief from
grieving or
her.
anything like
We
that.
were
So
like, I the last monologue that she had with Violet McGraw, and that I was like, I get where it's coming from. I for sure understand it, but it just feels a little too late because I don't feel like we touched on that with everyone else.
I
And
agree.
there was a hole in the movie.
I think that that relationship, especially between Violet McGraw and Allison Williams, who plays her Aunt Gemma, um, was interesting, and I think that was kind of something that wasn't portrayed as. I think that if we were gonna like categorize the things that we did like and that we didn't like or thought could have been better, I would put like I guess that whole relationship in that category. I felt like where even though I said the script was very well written for the most part. Also, shout out to Akilah Cooper, who is a screenwriter for this movie. I felt like, again, and I don't know if it had to do more so with like the actors or the chemistry between the actors, but I felt like that relationship between the aunt and the niece, I guess, wasn't as strong as they were trying to play it off to be.
It felt a little stilted.
Right.
And kind of like the last action scene at the end. It I don't know. I didn't feel a whole lot during that last part, I liked the VFX. I don't know how practical this all was, and if it was amazing, way to go. I think there was like a little girl who was a stand-in doll kind of thing, and was doing the mocap for it, but that was done really well. But there was one scene in the forest, and
Oh yeah.
it looked so squishy and like
I was
um,
I was like dying like watching that. I was like, that is awesome. It's like I can't lie. I love seeing stuff like that because
yeah.
that was again that was another part of the movie where it's like you could easily be laughing at it, but I guess in a way you were kind of laughing with it, even though it wasn't like a necessarily like humorous scene.
It
It's
was
like
not funny at all, but it was like,
I
what
thought it was
else are you
funny.
going to do?
Exactly.
I felt like
Right.
a lot of this movie, like I said before, it was very well written, but you were also like laughing with it. You weren't laughing at it. It was very enjoyed it.
Yeah,
What did
like
you
I said, I think that it is kind of similar to other Blumhouse productions that have come out lately because
Mhm.
I kind of had that feeling. So I was looking through other, again, it's not like The Conjuring or anything like that, but I would say it's maybe more close to something like the Black Phone that we talked about earlier, because that kind of really balances like the humor and the horror very nicely, and I think
Yeah.
this movie does so. Um, so it's more so than that and less so like even Malignant, which I feel kind of goes like a little further and like
That's more
the
campy.
more ridiculous. Yeah, the
Yes.
campy, exactly. So to each their own,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Um,
I thought this movie was really entertaining for for what it's worth. And I did want to the other thing that I did want to mention I wanted to shout out is that
oh no.
there is a rendition of Titanium by
Oh
by Sia that was just so unexpected. And
that was
when
so funny.
when it happens, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. I think we were both kind of like speechless
We
after that
were.
happened because it just kind
We
of came out of nowhere.
totally were.
So
This movie is so funny. That's
this
what we're-
movie just is operating on so many levels.
it really is firing on all cylinders and everything is working.
It's short, it's funny, it has its like moments of emotion and also, again, humor and the horror and the creepy dancing dolls and all every
Technology.
technology, everything. So it's not a perfect movie, but again, I think
It's
it's a good
fun.
time. It's fun.
Yeah.
I
For
would also give this a 4 out of 5.
Dang.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Either way, I'm excited, but more than well, I can't wait to go see it. Comes out January 6th. But more than anything, why don't you guys tell us about the council?
I'm wearing our merchandise.
Hell
This is
yeah.
our pig. Her name is Boobra. Um, and she is the star of our show. We are the council. We are part of the council. We're a very large group. Though normally in more recent episodes, it's just been like 2 or 3 of us. But we do what the Horror Hour does on a larger scale. It's quite broad, where we review movies and occasionally TV, depending as to, if we have the time. And we'll also sometimes, depending as to who's there, we'll go deep diving into the box office and into some recent movie and TV news and stuff. But yeah. Also, our episodes are normally quite long, so be prepared for that.
Yeah, if you like watching or listening to long, somewhat nerdy content about movies and TV, and yeah, I think we're talking about doing some other things as well. So go check us out over there. Hopefully, maybe you'll probably see us back here as well. I'm here in LA, Utaka, so if I can make any more of
You
these
can
press
go-
screenings,
Listen to
then,
that. Oh, like I'm just gonna work my way. I love it.
Don't mind if I do. But this was a lot of fun. I had fun, and they gave us free popcorn and drinks. So
Yes. The
that's always a
popcorn was
plus.
big, and I did not eat any of it, but I did enjoy the popcorn itself.
It's nice to have.
So good
nice,
theater
yes.
experience.
Yeah.
Yes. And we had a really good audience, which I feel like for me has been really
Oh, that's what
rare.
I meant to ask.
Everyone
That was my other
laughing.
thing. Okay.
Everyone was really engaged and very,
I
Yeah.
love that. Awesome. Well, guys, I will put the links down below for the council. Go check them out. They just did their top 5. Yes, I think it
Yes.
was top 5.
It was.
Top
I may
5
disagree with some of them,
2022.
but that's okay. We'll talk about that later, even though I know it's, maybe Kyle's favorite movie. But hey, I'm excited they got to go see it. I can't wait to go see it. And like, comment, subscribe, but more than anything, also when you guys see it, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about M3GAN. I just can't wait to see this dance. I'm so excited. And now
She kills it.
I cannot wait for this titanium moment. I am so excited, actually.
I can't wait for you to experience it.
I need everyone. I need like a live slug reaction to anyone for that scene alone. You will be so confused.
I can't
but
wait.
I hope
I
very
love it.
entertained. You will just
That's
yes.
all that matters, that you're entertained.
Yes.
But yeah, until next time. And thanks, y'all. It was a lot of fun. And
Bye. Thank you for having us.
You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.